Zacks Rank Buys, stocks with a short-term buy or strong buy recommendation. Now, here are more Zacks Rank Buys. Time to talk about more aggressive growth stocks now with Bill Wilton, our aggressive growth stock analyst at Zacks.com. Analyst, strategist, general all-around guy. Bill is. He analyzes, he strategizes, right? All you guys do up
Absolutely.
there. You guys wear many hats. Texas Roadhouse, Inc., TXRH, the ticker symbol, is the first stock that we're going to talk about here. What makes this an aggressive growth candidate?
Well, one of the things that I always look for is a good earnings story. They just posted another earnings surprise in the first week of May. Their net income was up about 34% on the quarter. They also raised their guidance, which is obviously a good indicator for future growth. So the company and the analysts all started raising their estimates following that. And they're also growing internationally. This is this is a company that has about 330 locations across the United States. And they're actually set to open up about 30 internationally. And I was a bit surprised when I found out the market. It was actually, they're going to be in the Mideast. So across 6 or 7 countries in the Mideast, they're going to be opening up locations. Most of them are franchised, most of them are store-owned, but they do have about 70 franchises also.
These are casual dining restaurants, by the way, we should say that.
Yeah. But anyway, they've got the Zacks rank number 1, which is obviously what we're looking for. And here, the charts are a little bit skewed because things have been a bit tumultuous over the past couple weeks. But on this chart, you can see that the long-term earnings trend is extremely bullish. The estimates are as high as they've ever been in the past 5 years, which is really what we're trying to look at. It's easy to get caught up in the day-to-day noise, so you want to see a good long-term trend with the estimates heading in the right direction.
So the international expansion is what's going to carry them here for the foreseeable future?
Well, that's their growth story. I mean, as far as carrying them, the nice thing is the consumers are going back to the casual dining restaurants. They obviously got hit very, very hard during the economic downturn because, that's one segment that people cut out of their budget.
Right, but you got a Kuwaiti retailer going to build 35 locations throughout the Middle East. That's pretty big.
Definitely, that increases their footprint by over 10%. So it's quite an expansion. The difference is they are going to be franchised, so it doesn't hit the company's bottom line as much, but it's just another source of financing their expansion. So things should be going very well for them.
Tell us about Teradyne, TER, the ticker symbol. They are making, what do they make? Circuit testing equipment.
Yeah, essentially it's a component that goes inside circuits, to make sure that they're, not going over capacity, things like that. You can test out the currents on all these circuits. It's very technical and way over my head, but it's a very, very hot industry. Right now, the semiconductors, chip makers, memory is very big as we're seeing all these companies try and revamp their technology that they've been putting off for the past couple of years because there was a lot of doubts about the foreseeable future. So now we've got this huge rollover and a lot of demand for companies that provide services like this. Their most recent quarterly report was April 21st, and they saw a 23% sequential increase in net income. Year over year, they were up 177%, so obviously that's a big growth number right there. They raised their guidance, and they're also trading at a good value, which a lot of aggressive growth investors tend to overlook. You've got a PEG ratio coming in at about 0.5, meaning those growth rates are coming in at a very good price. Just like Texas Roadhouse, I decided to pull back a little bit here and take a look at the long-term earnings trend, and you can see that it's pointing in the upper right corner, just the way we want to see it. So everything is looking good for Teradyne right now.
All right, do you own either of these two?
I do not.
You can check out other Zacks Rank Buy stock pick ideas on our homepage at Zacks.com. Over in the upper right-hand corner of that homepage is where we put 4 new stock pick ideas for you daily, one in each of the investing categories that we write about on Zacks.com, Bill's category included, as well as value and momentum and growth and income and all of the categories written about there. With Bill Wilton, I'm Terry Ruffalo.